welcome back. I told you last time that I talked to you about where we got this or what it is. This is a support frame for an intermediate bulk container. You can see one right back there. That's what one of those is. We ended up with two of those because we had a drought here several years ago, and they're horribly useful for catching rainwater runoff. It was a big deal. Nowadays, lots of water. Once again, you just see these sitting out in pastures, out in fields, but we actually paid money for those. And when we moved, we kept them because we don't know if we're going to have a drought again. We haven't for a while. I told you how small our yard was. They've been in the way, and part of what we're doing is just kind of cleaning up, but we wanted to repurpose things instead of just throwing everything away. So I cut one in half, and I cut the frame into a few pieces, and we decided that since it fits so well, we just decided to go ahead and put it on this planter so that we could use it for things like tying off twine here to give support to our plants as they start needing it. We also thought if it was necessary to put some kind of netting over, it'd be really easy just to toss it over this. Something else I wanted to tell you about was this right here. It is a garden shade. We got it from a company that makes them in Los Angeles, so they're made in the USA. Where I'm standing right now, by this time of year, even though it's early summer, late spring maybe, even though it's not terribly hot, this time of year in this place with all this cement that we have around, it gets really hot, and it's hot enough to the point that in the evenings you can't use this area because it soaks up so much heat that it's like walking into an oven. Even after the sun goes down for a couple of hours, it was just unbearably hot out here. This thing has made all the difference in the temperature in the evenings here lately. This is designed to let sunlight through in a little bit, and the plants don't seem to be suffering at all. I don't know if you remember the last time how short this tomato plant was, but it is just taken off. The other one over there went on pause for a minute, but it decided it was going to start growing too. Peppers are getting little blooms on them, and they all seem to be doing well. Another thing we did when we repurposed this is half of that container. Cut it in half. When we had taken care of our other things, we put some dirt in here and tossed in some seeds just to see how things would do. There was lettuce growing in here and it was doing pretty well. Something found it, and there's pretty much just a few leaves left, so we'll have to figure out something to do about that. But again, we saved a piece of the frame, put it around it so that this wouldn't bow out too much, and made ourselves another planter instead of throwing it away, and helping take advantage of how to grow things when your yard is mostly concrete. I'm going to take just a second and show you how the plants are doing. And the radishes and beets seem to be doing well. Like I said, that tomato plant is really taking off. These are the little chocolate heirloom tomatoes I was talking about. Got another one over there, one right there. Have another one over there. I hope they're good because they're coming up like crazy. Seem to be doing well. Green onions, again, to keep the bugs out is what I was told. If you'll remember, it wasn't just tomato seedlings that we were starting last time. It was also some pumpkins. They have been transferred to a bed that is not necessarily, this isn't the quality of light it has all day, but it's not necessarily direct sun, but they have just, especially this one's just taken off. And I don't know, maybe somebody can tell me. There's actually two of them here. Are these competing with each other? Do I need to cut one down? Pull it up? I didn't know, because this doesn't seem to be doing quite as well as this one. Maybe I need to get rid of one of those. If what I need to do is pull one of those up, somebody let me know. Like I said, I'm going to be asking questions. I remember gardening as a kid, but back then it was Derek, go pull up those weeds, Derek, go pick the corn, or whatever. I didn't really worry about any of the whys